I'm the TheGameHogger, and let's talk Bodvar. So Bodvar is a legend in Brawlhalla, and he's actually really good in my opinion. He's really balanced. He has a heavy weapon and a light weapon, and he's just like he's fun to use too, which is why, and he looks cool, which is why most people really want to main him. And I've been seeing a lot of Bodvars in gold, in kind of mid gold, right? I've been trying to climb up there with Koji, with my main, and I'm probably going to be making a new video on him because my past video wasn't that great on him. I've been taking your feedback, and you're like, you said that the music was too loud, and I kind of start repeating things. So I'm just going to be going. I have some bullet points over here, and I'm going to be basically crossing them off as I go, so I try not to repeat anything. And if I do repeat anything, I'll say that I'm repeating it, if I am repeating anything, it's probably really important, so you should take it to consideration. So let's go right into Bodvar. So I believe I did a skin spotlight for his cyber skin, which is right here. And it's probably one of the best skins in the game, but I'm not going to be using it. I'm going to be using his normal skin and his normal color, even though I usually just use winter holiday skins. So let's go in. Let's go. So I'm going to be going into Shipwreck Falls, mostly because it's just more lit over there, and I don't know. I'm not liking the Thunder Stadium that much for doing these. So, Bodvar has, standard unarmed, right? It's nothing special, but obviously anyone can get good at playing with unarmed. But see, his sword has a really I want to say balanced signature, because he has a kind of a weird what's it called? Aerial cancel, I want to call it. I think that's what it's called. Please correct me in the comments. But it basically catch you. But the thing is about his aerial thing is that he can catch people from the ground. Oops. But yeah, he can get it from the ground, and he does a really good amount of. It does really good amount of damage. And his combos are pretty good too. He has the standard sword combos. But I don't know. I really don't use that many combos with this guy. I usually just do that and I auto attack him. But the special thing isn't his sword, it's his hammer. His hammer is insane. That's kind of weird. But his hammer is just absolutely insane. Like, it's crazy. So, I think that Bodvar is really good for any type of playstyle. Unlike Koji is really for aggressive people, since you have to get a lot of hits in, and you can't get a lot of hits in if you're playing passive, so you gotta play really offensive with Koji. But with Bodvar, you can really do anything. You can play passive, you could be really offensive. It's really your choice. And Bodvar is really good for closing the space in, because his down signature for his hammer is really good, because look at that range. That range is pretty crazy, and you can't see it with the hitbox thing, but whatever. And then he has a really good aerial cancel that looks really pretty too. And then he has the standard auto attacks for the hammer, but the auto attacks for the hammer are pretty good, because if you're at red health, you knock out somebody with this a jumping normal auto attack with the hammer. So you can pretty much just kill somebody super easily with the hammer. So I really think Bodvar is probably the best legend for beginners, mostly because he's not combo reliant, and this is you can use this character to find what kind of playstyle suits you, and then you can kind of branch out into other ones, or just or you can just stay with this guy because this guy's really good still. And this guy has a pretty good amount of armor. I'm gonna put the stats up on the screen right now. He has pretty good amount of armor, pretty good amount of speed. He's really balanced, right? He can suit pretty much any playstyle you want to play. And I'm repeating that because it's really important to know that, because if you're trying to find like what kind of playstyle you want to like play basically in this game, and I go with aggressive because aggressive's funner and it's more effective and the fights go way faster. So this guy's also pretty, he can take a lot of hits, which I'll kind of want to show. There's going to be gameplay at the end and you can see that he can take pretty good amount of hits. He's not a glass cannon. But see, so I use him kind of like Koji, which you shouldn't, to be honest. But what I do is I burst them down with the sword, and then I get the hammer, and then I just start trying to knock him out. But probably the cons, so let's talk about the cons real quick. The cons is that he's not suited for one playstyle, so that means he's not good for any particular playstyle. So he's just kind of a general legend, in my opinion. But that's why I think he's the best for beginners, but he can still be good for professionals, I guess you can say. Right, for really good players, diamond players or whatever. Because he's played in pretty much every tier. But one of the other cons is that since he doesn't do an insane amount of damage, and he doesn't take an insane amount of hits either, it's kind of hard to play this champion when you're in higher tiers, when people are playing like legends like Hattori, she has insane recovery time. She can take up quite a beating too. And then her damage can get pretty crazy with her signatures, but she has really low knockout potential. Berserk! So, just in summary, Bodvar is really good if you're just starting out, or if you want to trying to find your playstyle because you're stuck in some elo. Like if you're stuck in silver, bronze, you should probably pick up this guy and see how you're playing him. If you're really just going in, just going berserk with him, right? Then I would pick a offensive champion. Even Ada's a pretty offensive champion too, even though she can't take much of a beating. And Koji's an offensive champion too, really offensive champion. Hattori is an offensive champion. You can't play passive with Hattori and Ada. You will get killed. You'll get destroyed. But if you're more passive, you're gonna go with Teros, with Ulgrim. Ulgrim is a really good passive player because he does a pretty good amount of damage with the signatures, and he can take a beating. Like, this guy could not knock me off though. Like, he just couldn't get any damage on me. He did several combos and he still barely got any damage on me. So yeah, play Bodvar if you're trying to find out what kind of playstyle you want to play, and if you want to play, and that when you find out which one you want to play, like offensive, defensive, then I recommend going to a different legend. This is me talking about Bodvar, and I'll see y'all later. And there's gonna be some gameplay at the end, so stick around for that and see what I do with Bodvar. And it's of course ranked 1v1. See y'all later. Leave a like, leave a comment, put your suggestions down below. You can subscribe by hitting the subscribe button. This annotation right there. See that hitbox right there? Or you can just go down and press the subscribe button. You can leave a like and comment what you want me to do with this series, since I'm gonna be doing every champion, but I'm gonna be doing the newest champions. If a new champion comes out, I'm gonna be doing him, and I'm gonna be doing Ulgrim later. So, bye. Thank you for watching.
3, 2, 1, brawl! Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody, 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 everybody. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody, 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 everybody. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Answer.